couple of minutes before we break, and then we'll talk to Jason Matera. The Vatican has forgiven the Beatles for claiming they were bigger than Jesus. And if you're asking yourself, when your organization is in the middle of one of the biggest child pedophilia and child abuse scandals in recent history, is associated with being essentially hand in hand with encouraging child molesters, or at least not punishing them, and the head of the organization, in this case the Pope, has mounting evidence against him that he personally helped to hide and protect child molesters, shouldn't the last thing you're doing be forgiving the Beatles about saying they're bigger than Jesus in a song 40 years ago?
Right. Well, if I had to guess, I'd say this is just a type of decoy.
You think it's purposeful? It's a misdirection,
right? Take the spotlight off the horrible situation at hand, at least briefly.
We're molesting kids, but we're gonna let's forgive the Beatles instead. How about apologizing and addressing, or maybe even doing something to fix the fact that there's an infestation of pedophile child molesters roaming around in the rooms where the Beatles are being discussed? Let's focus on that. Someone needs to say to the Pope, get the poison out of your system. And let's forget about commenting on pop culture references, at least until you have some child pedophilia resolved, or at least addressed here. Also, more news about the Pope. When he was Cardinal Ratzinger, he refused to defrock a child torturing priest. Even the word defrocked is creepy. I mean, isn't the problem that the priests are defrocking the kids? And Ratzinger's refusing to defrock the priests.
Right.
So he refused. He ignored countless letters indicating the priest should be defrocked. It was a guy who was torturing kids, literally. And Richard Dawkins is calling for the arrest of the Pope. He's the atheist kind of campaigner. He's planning a legal ambush to have the Pope arrested during a visit to Britain for what he's calling crimes against humanity. This is kind of interesting. Dawkins and Christopher Hitchens, who's also known as an atheist author, have asked the human rights lawyers that they're working with to produce a case for charging Pope Benedict over his cover-up of sex abuse in the Catholic Church. I think that this would be great. The pair believe they can exploit the same legal principle used to arrest Augusto Pinochet, the late Chilean dictator, when he visited Britain in 1998. Benedict will be in Britain between September 16th and 19th, visiting London and a few other places. And I just think it would be extraordinary if this happened. Dawkins, who's the author of The God Delusion, said this is a man whose first instinct when his priests are caught with their pants down, literally, is to cover up the scandal and damn the young victims to silence. No question about that. New poll on our website. Should the Pope be arrested for his role in Vatican child abuse and pedophilia? This is a straightforward one. Midweekpolitics.com. On the left side, should the Pope be arrested for his role in Vatican child abuse and pedophilia? And while you're on midweekpolitics.com, sign up for our newsletter. You'll hear about who's coming on, you'll get to ask questions, and plenty of other great stuff. So midweekpolitics.com, that's the poll this week. Coming up next, Jason Matera, author of Obama Zombies. Thanks for listening. Midweekpolitics.com is the website.
Midweek Politics with Dave Pakman on midweekpolitics.com.
Midweek Politics is brought to you in part by Jackson & Connor, classically modern men's apparel in Northampton, Massachusetts on the second floor of Thorne's Marketplace, and by DIF Design, specializing in custom business websites at difdesign.com. To find out more about underwriting Midweek Politics, visit midweekpolitics.com.